UNEARTHLY friends, welcome back to my channel, or if it's your first time here, hi, my name is Melissa, or Missa, welcome. Today we're sponsored by ASDA Charge energy drink because I didn't want to drink a whole can of Monster. And they didn't have any Red Bull, so it tastes like diesel, but it's fine. So today I'm finally doing a video on my beautiful new Cosmic Brushes palettes. This is like a UK indie brand and they sent these to me in PR, which is very exciting because Tia has harped on about these, and a bunch of my sausages have bought the palettes and tried them and loved them, and they've all said how good they are. And I couldn't get this when it first launched, then it restocked, and then it sold out super duper quickly, and I still didn't get it, and then they sent them to me, so I was finally able to play with them. And I was going to do a video individually. I still could if you want, but today I've actually combined them to do this look, which is 1000% inspired by LEANNE AUDREY MUA. I'll put up her picture here. She did this on a TikTok live last night, and I was just entranced by the beauty of it. So mine is not exactly the same, but it's very much influenced by her. Go and follow her right now. I will link her down below. So yeah, we have the Royal Rose palette and the Serenity palette. I'll show you them, the insides, and I'll obviously swatch them. So this is a Serenity. I've actually used this a few times now, just in my own time. I've had these for about a week or something, just sitting, playing with them. So that's a Serenity, very cool toned. I mean, it's got a black in it. It's got dark shades, it's got light shades. Wait till you see me. I've actually not sat and swatched these palettes, but I've used them. Anyway, this is the Royal Rose. Obviously very attracted to this, but I could way do without that shade. Like that, I hate marble eyeshadows, they just upset me. But apart from that, look at the rest of it. So yeah, I'm going to combine the two for this look, which we will do of course, but I think first of all we should swatch them. A, because I haven't swatched them yet and I'm excited to, and B, because swatches are fun. Like, I love swatching, and I think a lot of you enjoy seeing swatches. So I'll put a timestamp on screen if you just want to skip to the eye look. It's just going to be a voiceover as usual with these videos. If you want to miss out the swatches, but if you don't, let's jump into it. So I think we should start with the Royal Rose because why not? So let's just begin. I'm going to swatch them all once, but I will end up swatching them all twice probably. Champagne. Oh. That is nice. Wild Rose. Wow. Like I said, I actually have not sat and swatched these palettes, so this is my first impression as well. Oh, I also used this Royal Rose palette as all my blushes as well, like I did. I don't know, it looks less dramatic on camera. Anyway, Passion, Flawless, Queen Bee. I actually used this as a bronzer today because when I was picking on all the blushes I just thought, oh, that shade could be used as a bronzer. Tiffany, Highness. These swatches are really impressing me. Romance. You need to see Sausage, he's about to fall off the top of my desk because he's in such a deep sleep. Dusk. I used that a lot as my blush today. Enchanted. I usually hate like red toned shimmers, but that's more like a raspberry red. Honor. Boss Babe. Dreamer. Give it to me, baby. One of the most beautiful blues I've ever seen in my entire life. Legacy. Bloom. Oh, come on. Valentine. Royal. Fantasy. I'm going to be swatching on my elbow. Fantasy. Honey. I used that as a blush today. And then this Royal Rose, which is the marble. I'm just going to put that one up here, just so that it's all actually fit. Do you know what, that colour is actually quite pretty. Okay, so that is the palette in its entirety. Swatch, I gotta be honest, swatched really, really well. I wasn't expecting it not to, but like some of these shades are just stunning. I wouldn't say standalone this palette is my like utter favourite, but there's some absolutely fantastic shades in here. Like this purple's stunning, this yellow, this pink, this blue, this green. That pink's actually quite nice too. That honey shade is really nice as a blush. Like, that is actually quite gorgeous, isn't it? I was gonna maybe do the Serenity down this arm, but you know I'm so bad at swatching, like with my left hand, so I'll just take these off and then do it on this arm, because then at least the swatches will be a little bit more pleasing. Okay, let's swatch Serenity. This is actually the palette I was expecting them to send me, but they sent me both, which was just utterly exciting. And I have used this on its own, just done like a blue smoky eye my own time, but yeah. Today we combined the two. I feel very funny right now, like not funny haha, funny weird. Okay, let's do the Serenity palette. Bloody hell. Opal. I'll just swatch it up here because we're gonna have to put one up there eventually. That is all over the front of my eye, inner corner, under the brow. Touch my bum. Wow. What? Shut up. Shut up. Pixie. This palette is the most fallouty palette I've ever played with in my life. When you put like the dark blue on, it will be up on your forehead as well. Just bear that in mind. It's going to be very messy as I swatch it. This is sorbet. Yeah, it's why this palette looks so messy, because it's really like kick-uppy as you use it, but the pigment does go on the eye, so it's not a problem for me. Anyway, Earth, Oasis, Odyssey, River, Forest, Spring. You know, these palettes are only £20. I can't believe it for the quality. I really can't. Spring, Serenity, Awake, Twilight. Holy macaroni, it's like a wet shadow. This shade is sick. Moss, Lagoon, Mood. These are not swatching half as good as they go on the eye. They go on the eye so impressively. Wanderer. They're not even swatching badly, I just putting them on the eye, they're way more intense. Ether, Make a Wish. This blue blew my tiny mind. What's it called? Echo. And Mystical, which is the black. Not the best black I've ever used. Very good though. Did what I needed it to do. Look at that. Look, this shade here is so special, this Echo shade. It's unbelievable. This pastel blue, this pastel purple, this shimmer, this dark blue, this pastel, this sage green, that horrible murky green. This palette is stunning. Oh my lord. This could be a Melissa palette with a few more sunset colours in here. Could be a Melissa palette. This colour, lovely blush. Come off it. This pastel blue is one of the most intense pigmented pastels I've ever touched in my life. As soon as I put it on my eye, it like overtook everything. And I thought, oh no, I've ruined it. I hadn't. It's just so intense. Okay, that's them both swatched. Which was your favourite? Tell me. I think mine is Serenity. But you see, if these like got married and had a baby and just all appeared in one giant palette, it might be the palette of my absolute dreams. So I'd love having the both of them. 40 quid in total for all of these shades. How many is that? 40 shades for 40 bucks. Like, come on. Right, anyway. What we're going to do now is jump into me doing this look here, which like I said is totally Leanne Audrey inspired / totally like stolen, but I told her I was doing it and she was like supportive because she's a pal. You know what I mean? Anyway, and then I will give you my final thoughts on the palette because one comes before I don't know what I need. I need sleep. That is what I need. I need sleep. Because last night I was kept up all night by the thunderstorms. The thunder kept booming and waking me up and it was just insane. So anyway, Shut up, Melissa. Okay. Good evening, friends. Look, we've got coffee. Coffee fee. I couldn't live without coffee these days. It's my favourite thing. Even more than Monster. And my eyes are primed with Revlon Candid. And what the hell is that spot? Where'd that come from? Where did it have the audacity? Anyway, starting off with Serenity and the black, of course, because it's me. And it's what I'm going to do. I look so ugly in my voiceover right now. You're lucky you don't have to sit and watch me. Oh, the body doesn't know he's squishing in his need. Oh, he didn't want a cuddle. He did not want a cuddle. So popping black on. Just kind of the outline. This isn't the point where I try and make everything look great. I'm just trying to throw my colours on. Get a vibe. You know, then Royal Rose and this Gorgina purple. It's the darkest purple out of both of the palettes. And just throwing that on at the front. I've got this most lovely hair mask in my hair right now and I'm just sniffing it as I sit here. And then Serenity for this dark, dark blue. These go on over like a primed eye base, like heaven. Like angels are applying them to my eyes. It feels like I'm using Blend Bunny shadows. Like that's how good they are. And then this super dark green. It looks almost black in the pan, but it is dark green. Would you believe it? And putting this on the outside. I don't know why this part is really unfocused and it's annoying me so much that I'm just going to look out my window. I hope we don't have more thunder and lightning tonight. Oh my goodness, it was terrifying last night. I was scared. And then this lovely purple. I thought I was going to go on a wee bit darker. It's almost quite pastel and it's kind of taking over, but that's okay. I don't mind that. Like the pigment. The pigment. You can see it yourself. And then this like teal blue green. It's a good kind of in-betweenst blue and green. That's kind of what teal is, isn't it? Oh, I've got another spot. What's happening? Anyway, popping that on. I just was so in love with Leanne's look. Oh, and then this green here, which I'm dipping quite vigorously into. Quite saucily. I was entranced by Leanne's look, to be honest. Just the depth of it. With the white liner, it's just so nice. And then this like bog green, it's the ugly green, but it's stunning in its ugliness. Do you know what I mean? Like I hope the brand owner isn't watching this going, why is she calling it ugly? I mean that in a complimentary way. And then this stunning other green. It's like a chartreusey green. One of my favourite colours in the world, chartreuse, even though green is my least favourite colour family. But I love this look, like I love how it came out. Oh, this blue. These two, the two pastel-y blues, there's one in each palette. Holy macaroni, I would sell one of the cats for a never-ending supply of these. I wouldn't, but you know what I mean? Like they're that special. Lovely out of focus, right? And then this like warmy pinky purple at the front. The cats are yelling at me, they want their dinner. And then Dusk, which is also what I used. I wanted to use it at the front because I knew I was going to use it as blush. Well, I had it in my head that I would, and I ended up doing that because I know my own mind, and it was a great idea, by the way. The Royal Rose palette is great as a blush palette. And this, like, even the pastel blue in my Beauty Bay Pastels doesn't come close to how beautiful and pigmented and perfect this pastel blue is. This is my favourite pastel blue in my collection. So I'm like, oh, this looks terrifying, but don't worry. Sip of coffee, we transition, boom, we're going to blend these all together. Can you stop licking yourself, please? It's very off-putting for me and everyone else. And this was, I think, a 7-minute clip. I had to put on like 27 speed to get it down to this. So I'm going to go cut my crease and clean up that line. I don't know why I didn't do that on camera, I can only apologise. So this opal shade, I'm throwing it under the brow, then using my KASH Solar Liner. It's probably my favourite white water activated liner because it actually stays white. My Barry M one kind of gets a bit dull, this one stays white, so I went all the way around with that and then back into this shade, which is worth buying the whole palette for just for this eyeshadow. It's one of those kind of shades that's so special. And I'm using it on a brush. I can imagine on your finger it's even more special, but I had to be precise. And then in with this green. Look at me using so much green. I'm quite impressed myself. Just to blend that a bit more. Bit of the finger on there. We'll go on, Melissa. And then some matte greens to blend it into the outer corner. And then I'm using my ABH liner to do a thick line, and I was like, let's go multi-chrome and let's use another indie brand, Unearthly Cosmetics. I think this shade is Imperial. It's like a purple to green, so I thought it was just ideal for this look. And how stunning is that? Like, out of this world, right? And I think it goes with the look so, oh yeah, see, I'm enjoying it. It just goes with it so well. And then I added a bit of like a hollow wing just because I thought I needed to bring that white in elsewhere just to make the look a bit more cohesive. And I couldn't do the same as Leanne because her eyes are different shape to mine. Anyway, a bit more of that shade on the inner corner, making it big and messy. And then I'm going to go through my base on. 3, 2, 1. Well, that was 3, 2, 1. Boom. There we go. P. Louise Mitchell Ecstasy liner on the waterline. I went full cake face, as you can see. And then sped up underneath, I'm just using purples and pinks. Tia told me to use purples, so that's what I'm doing. And it's really boring, so I just sped it up. And I did add a wee bit of like sunsetiness by putting a purple and, an orange and a yellow down there as well. But you can't judge me. And then a bit of this shimmer, because I thought, why not? And I think Leanne did a sparkly blue down here. Either in the look that I'm copying or a previous one. And I just love a sparkly blue down at the front. It's like a purple blue. So I was, yeah, very happy with that. And that is the look without, obviously, lashes and stuff on. Oh, my brows are kind of purple as well. I don't think I really pointed that out, and I don't think they're that obvious, but they are kind of purple. And that is it. These are Tati TL2 lashes. I couldn't get one of them to stick on the inner corner, and I gave up. But honestly, really happy with the look. Very happy with the look, actually. I think it's one of my best in a while, and it's like copying. How bad is that? Of me. Well, all my makeup is done. If you're wondering what's on my lips, it is Clarity Cosmetics Lingerie with the darker lip liner. I really like these. I don't love the formula. You can see all the lines in my lips, but I love how pale these are. I've got Lingerie and I've got Nude Behaviour, and they're both stunning. But anyway, back to the eyes. The eyes. Oh, how cool is the Unearthly multi-chrome? Stunning. Anyway, these palettes, honestly 10 out of 10. If I was doing a blind test, I wouldn't know the difference between these and my Beauty Bay or my Be Perfect or my Blend Buddy, which are all my favourite formulas. You know this about me. I'm very easy to please as long as it's a good eyeshadow formula, really pigmented. I will say some of the shades are so pigmented, they are slightly harder to blend, but it's just more about technique than maybe a bit more patting rather than swiping. I don't mind having to put a tiny bit more effort in for some shades because they are so incredible. These are, I feel like I could sit and play with these for 2 weeks and not get bored and do heaps of different looks and just enjoy myself with them. So I had a look on the website. I was trying to go on the website and read a bit about the palettes, but it says it's down for maintenance until the 22nd of August. I don't know why that is, so if you're wanting to go on the website and order these, I don't think you can till the 22nd, but maybe fire them a message on Instagram and find out what's happening or whatever if you're really interested in these. But if you are interested in them, I would highly recommend them. Genuinely 10 out of 10. I think if I had to pick between the two, I would pick Serenity. So if you're desperate for one or the other, I think Serenity does pip this one to the post. I think the shimmers in here are a bit more interesting, and it's got all the dark mattes that I like as well. But both are stunning, and together I do feel like they make the most perfect palette. It's all the shades I want. I'm going to do a sunset with these and no one is going to stop me. I probably won't film it because that must be boring for you all by now, but I'm going to do a sunset look and just enjoy it, to be quite honest. So yeah, massive thank you to Cosmic for sending these to me, because they are a small indie brand and it must cost a lot to send out PR, but I really appreciate it, and these are going to be very loved in my collection. And yeah, that's going to be it for me today. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please do give it a big thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already. I put out 3 videos a week, and if you want to become a sausage, aka a Patreon, the link is down below. It's the best time ever. And that's all I have to say about that. I didn't say leave me a comment. Leave me a comment, please. Please, anything you want. Tell me your favourite joke. And on that note, I'm going to piss off and go and do the voiceover, edit this, shoot it up, and tidy my house, because my lord, I knew I was going to tidy the house today, so I've let it get really messy and it's stressing me out. So I'm going to go do that. So yeah, have a good day, whatever you're doing, and I'll catch you on the flip side.